The petrol station in old Digidara sees little a weary traveller. The only visitors of particular interest are a row of cackling kookaburras swaying from the cooling breeze on the telephone line on the opposite side of the road. You can see them until around 5 p.m. when the sun hides behind the eucalyptus tree bank. Bruce Dorr himself had taken seat outside old Digidara petrol station, watching the kookaburras writing in his weathered, beaten German. Old Brucey, midway through a masterwork, heard rustling in the western tree bank. The drop of his pen threw a wisp of red dust in the air and echoed off the cracked bitumen, arousing the hospitalities of old Marco with offerings of damper and tins of bush chook. The rest is Digidara legend. Old Marco claims to have witnessed Bruce Dorr ejaculating steaming loads on the hot, tarred roads to the sight of two koalas fisting each other's assholes in the western tree bank. The parable was dropped in the cum pile. A shag on the rock, Marco's sticky bait sniffed a shonky. The unfinished page, stained in dust and love crust, hangs framed above the bar at old Digidara Hotel. Our home away from the farm, but with less fucking shape to shear. Timey Kangaroo Down sport plays on the rustic jukebox. The old birds on the corner table cry, "Poor Rolfie!" The empty bar stool on the far left was once home to one Warren Darrell. Warren Darrell's a name, 2 first names because I'm second to none, he'd always say. A dingo's got dags, a swagman's got swag, but Warren Darrell was a ridgy-didge beaut with a ute that could toot, a bloody oath with a bluey battler and the black stump of my bidie's Barbie codger bingle bitzer. Digidara's been a cart town since Warren Darrell left. It's just a few of us old blokes left. Old Davo, old Marco, old Paulo, old Stevo, old Aldo, Bert Baldo, Mastimo, Granddaddy Dido and Childish Gambino. There were the old birds too. Roof, Strofe, Loof, Jemima, Grenada, old Susie, slightly older Susie, Tammy, Timmy, Tim Tam Tammy, Vespa, and then Grandma Ethel with the Billies and the Bickies. Most of these women are a generation above all others. They married, moved away, or died of gut rot. For the longest time, it's just been me, the old boys, and Warren Darrell. All first names and second to none. It's carnivore against carnivore in our southern desolate land. I remember the first night spent with Warren Darrell. Like I remember the dusty summer horizon, the day pink galahs picked apart my blue heeler. From the far left bar stool, he turned and asked, "How do you sleep through the night?" "I don't," I answered back. Our unfulfilled desires became sated for a night, but our dreams of beautiful buxom babes were replaced by hairy, calloused bushmen. But flesh reacts to touch, and react it did, all over Warren's cork hat. For one night, us oldies were jackaroos, jackarooing each other's joeys in our pouches. The worn needles scratched the carpenters. We have only just begun. Fear and guilt swamped my bog gut the following morn. If If the township of Digidara found out, they'd pounce on us like a vicious herd of bloodthirsty wallabies, tearing us asunder, leaving our bones for the echidnas to pick clean. But we were two Tasmanian tigers grasping for survival in the treacherous outback. The treacherous outback being each other's clankers. But alas, we were two horny bushmen. We weren't Priscillas, queens of the desert. In the bush, every hole eventually becomes a goal, and the smart ones don't go for a set of teeth to clump your tackle off. But after yonks, the bogging became cactus. That was Scottish. That shouldn't have been Scottish. It was like flogging a dead brumby. Oh, fuck. Now I can't stop. It was like flogging a dead brumby. All we wanted was to come, but all we did was come Augusta and made a blue. Sometimes we couldn't even crack a fat. Afterwards, we wouldn't even crack a cold one. Oh my God, I can't stop now. We tried to roleplay, but I felt like a bodgy drongo standing in Warren's late mother's floral nightgown. From the dark bidet, my visage sent Warren's mum's mutt, Red Dog 2, True Blue, bounding over. Warren Darrell watched on as Red Dog 2, True Blue's studded tongue licked down my ear hole, his lipstick smearing over the right side of my face. Warren Darrell continued to stare, saying, fuck all. Red Dog 2, True Blue recognised Warren's late mother in me. Did Warren see her too? Warren went to bed, shut the door. I stayed seated, a bottle of Jack Daniels beside me. I fell into a grog-induced bog of pitch blackout on my ass. When I came to, Warren Darrell was nowhere in Whoop Whoop to be found. All I found was Red Dog 2, True Blue, rolling in the muck of my Technicolor yawn, Red Rocket unsheathed. Soon, Digidara was soon home to a new resident. Old Marco's cousin, Judith Brucey, became the new cook at Digidara Hotel. She came from modern civilization, the big Aussie cheese, yuppie fucking central, the hustle and bustle of Pinjarra. But she was a right Sheila. We shacked up together, eventually tying the knot. Husband and wife, Bruce and Sheila, Kath and Kim, Harold and Lou. I'm a father now too. Well, a stepfather. One kid, he's 32. The other, 46. I haven't met him yet, but I look forward to telling him bedtime stories of bunyips, yowies, Paul Robinson of Neighbours, and Warren Darrell, two first names, second to none. I often think of him, that Carpenter's record scratching on vinyl. I often think of his late mother, a lovely woman, but lonely, life-worn, born and raised in Digidara, died in Digidara, her better years betrayed when her husband took off, long nights spent crying each night, a goon bag down by sunrise. Warren's earliest memories were of her sobs, the cigarette smoke and that Carpenter's record, that being his emotional bond to his mother, something he left behind when he disappeared. Digidara sunk its claws into his mother. I like to think Warren Darrell, two first names, second to none, did what his mother could not. I like to think he got out, but I'm stuck here. As stuck as the dust seminally encrusted onto the Bruce door parable above the bar. Some nights, when I'm alone in bed with Judith Brucey, I close my eyes and think of Warren Darrell, two first names, second to none.